That looks really nice.
Ooh,
Thanks for doing this, Ro. This looks really nice.
All right, but we don't have home-cooked meals often, which I don't know why.
I think we've surpassed ourselves with this because we really don't. The easier thing to do for us is just to order.
It is New Year's Eve.
It is.
And we have been really cool by having a roast dinner at home and just chill by. And we're watching Doctor Who.
We're watching Doctor Who.
Can we see it? Oh, it's literally a screen of nothing. But we're watching Doctor Who, which is kind of wild because when we were kids, they filmed Doctor Who in Cardiff, right? Pretty much, yeah. They filmed Doctor Who in Cardiff. So like growing up, it was like a big thing.
It was a huge thing.
And then then we like grew out of it. Yeah. But now, Shooty from Sex Education is the new Doctor. Ooh. So it's kind of like, so I kind of want to watch it just to get like back into it. Because I feel like his one will be good.
Yeah, a lot of people have like lots of hope over it, and I'm kind of like, okay, I want to see, I want to be part of it. It should be fun. It's been years since I've watched Doctor Who.
Yeah, it's kind of, but these ones have David Tennant and Donna in it.
Which is like a
David Tennant
Tennant
and Donna. David Tennant and Catherine Tate in it, which were the ones that were when we were growing up watching it. We got some roast potatoes, broccoli, chicken.
Yours looks so much fuller than...
Oh, because you cut it up.
I cut it up, so mine looks a little bit... Sorry. Actually, it looks all right.
It looks all right. It's all right, hun.
Yeah, Taz has literally been like slaving away at the oven, opening it, fronting it, and all of that.
I just get paranoid with chicken.
Same. I absolutely do.
We still don't know if the chicken is done.
No, I cut through it.
I've cut
through it. It's done.
Yeah. Oh, she really dissected hers.
Yeah, literally.
She's gone through. Do you feel like there's usually a lot of pressure with New Year's Eve?
Yeah, I think so, definitely. Oh my God, yeah. Like even now I've got people like, what are your plans? When I was younger, it's crazy. Because when I was younger, it was like a thing where like I had to stay. It was so exciting. I used to get really excited when it was New Year's Eve. Because I'd be like, yes, we're doing the countdown. Even when I was at home with my family, we'd watch the countdown on BBC and just like, 3, 2, like count from 10 and be like, yeah, Happy New Year. Like it was a huge deal. And it still is to some extent. But as I'm getting older, it's another day, you know.
It is
literally another day.
I think I feel pressure to like do something really cool on New Year's Eve, but my personality isn't cool. Like to me, what we've done today, super chill. We had pancakes in the morning, we went for a walk, I had a nap on the sub when we came back, watched a bit of, Moon's watching as a comfort show.
It is a comfort. Wizards of Waverly Place, again. Similar to Doctor Who, really. This is a show I used to watch when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And
inner child day today.
It is, yeah. So I chucked that on and it was just nice to zone out for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
And then we cooked this. It's been like a really nice evening. And then we'll stay up till midnight, I think.
Yeah, chatting. After this, I think I would like to do some reflections and like things about like, what was it? We were talking about goals, but like healthy goals, not like putting too much pressure on ourselves. I want to write down goals for the new year, things I want to let go, and things I've learned. And just like really chill reflections and stuff like that. I'm trying to journal more. But I like, actually today, one thing that I was journaling was how yesterday and today, it's been super chill. Like yesterday I had some few friends around and I made spaghetti bolognese and you guys were watching the show One Piece. And it was just so nice. And I think I'm at a place now where I have accepted, even though I've always been this, like I just am a homebody. Yeah. I just like all my favourite people around and just to cook dinner and just to like chill. Yeah. Like I don't feel the pressure to like go out and like, because what am I going to do? And also, I'll be honest, every time we have tried to do that, I don't think I've ever enjoyed it. When you have no expectations, it's so much better.
Yeah, it is.
I think a lot of things in the past where when I haven't been satisfied by an experience, it's always been because I probably had too much expectations
in it. Yeah.
And I've had no expectations, and it's been so much nicer.
I'm the same a little bit. Like whenever I have situations, even with people, that's so true. Because with people, like you're only going to let yourself down. It's important to not put to go in with low expectations. I do kind of understand that when people say I'm going to go in and just sort of go in with not any expectations, and then that way, if it's not great, that's fine, and if it's great, fantastic. You know what I mean? You don't lose out.
Go into things with no expectations, but always open-minded and optimistic. Yeah. Like, as in, like, still go in positively.
Still go in positively.
It's not like, oh, there's no point, it's going to be crap.
It's not that defeated, fixed attitude.
I had a long chat with the girlies. We had a good girly chat last night. And I think I'm going to write it later, but I think the main thing my biggest takeaway or goal for the new year is to be present. Have to be more present. And I think actually that comes into having expectations is basically not being present.
Yeah. It It is.
And being present is having no expectation and just being in the moment.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
And when you're in the moment more and you're more present, you tend to be more grateful.
Yeah. You also tend to just, I don't know, notice more and really take it more.
Yeah, really take it in. And yesterday I did have that moment when I was cooking and everyone was watching the movie and everyone was just like content. And like we were doing such small things. It wasn't anything crazy big. It's just all you need sometimes is like a safe space with people that you really care about, some nice food, and it's just like really nice vibes.
I'm quite content with how I am at the minute. So there's, when it comes to like goals and things like that, I'm just happy to just keep going on. No, but you know what I mean? When it comes to like things like, okay, what do I want to go in with the attitude of? I just want to continue where I'm at now. Do you know what I mean? I just want to keep going.
That's nice though.
Yeah.
Because like maybe you didn't feel that way before,
Yeah,
but like
exactly.
you're at a point where you're like, I agree actually.
I just want to keep going.
I still got a lot of, I'm still like going through my therapies, processing and all that, but overall I do feel very content and I want to keep remembering how I feel now as my baseline maybe. This is my baseline.
Yeah, absolutely. Genuinely.
And that's what I need to remember, right? The baseline. Because it's not about, your baseline shouldn't be like always wanting to be super happy, excited. It should be content.
Yeah, but that's what the book said, and I resonate with that. It's like being okay with it. It can't be happiness all the time. It can't be like this level of like, I'm really, really happy. It's just a state of, you've got to be okay with it being content. And I like that content. Because it's sort of like when you're happy, it makes it all the more special. And when you're sad, it makes you, all the more sad, and you focus more on that.
But if you're content.
If you're just content, and there's a difference between being content and being like, I don't say, but just, that's it, passive or indifferent or just very passive. There's a difference.
Is content being present? This was one of my Secret Santa gifts, and it's called 100 Essays That Will Change the Way You Think. I can't read anyway, and I can't read backwards. You know what's crazy? I don't read. Wild. Do you know, Chris, something crazy? I was going to look, I don't read. I'm also very forgetful, because I put this on my wish list, and then I completely forgot that it was on my wish list. So when it came, I was like, Jenny, surprised. I was like, whoa, how did you know? I was like, you put it on your wish list. Because I saw this book on TikTok. I didn't think much of it, because it comes up on my TikTok a lot, but I didn't think much of it. And since I've had it, it's really good because it's short essays, so it's not like a whole big chunky text book. You can like pick and choose where to go. And it is incredible. I love it so much. I've only read a few pages, but it's like sometimes I think for me, I just need to be told and know, like, okay, this is how you process. And once I know, I can apply it. And this is like, it feels like, this sounds really weird, but like, it feels like it's going into my brain. When I read this, it's going into my brain and it's just like putting the switches in the right places and just like sorting me out. And now that I'm like reading it, I'm like writing it down, journaling about it and like processing it. I feel like I can slowly, with time, it's gonna process. But Moon's teaches psychology, so a lot of these things aren't new to you.
Yeah, but a lot are as well. Like there's lots it's very intriguing. It's really, really interesting.
Yeah. So it says 10 things emotionally intelligent people do not do. And it was a wake-up call for me. I felt very like, what do you call it? Accountable?
Yeah.
I was holding myself accountable because I was like, whoa, there are a lot of things I do, which we're human and we're not going to always be perfect, and that's fine. But once you are aware, you should try to be better, right? And there were so many things I was looking at. I was like, wow, I have some really not so great healthy habits. So I need to like train my brain to think more in a more emotionally intelligent way. And I just think it's so good. It's so good. This has been the book I've been reading lately and I've been journaling about. There's another thing I want to do is journal. And in here, it talked about how we shouldn't, like, happiness isn't just this thing that happens. It's something, it's a choice. It's not a feeling, it's a choice,
It's a
right?
choice, yeah.
And we shouldn't constantly be just trying to chase a high.
Exactly.
We should be having a baseline of contentment.
Yeah. And we should aim for that, essentially.
And we should try and make that baseline higher, but it's like, so we should have a more capacity for feeling that level of contentment, but it shouldn't just be like, oh, once I get this job, I will be happy. Once I get, it's like, you gotta, every day should be a level of contentment.
Yeah.
And you should focus on that. And one way of doing that is being present and appreciating things like company, food, Doctor Who, shelter.
Literally. Yeah, it is. I'd say that book is a game changer, genuinely.
I know. I want to see how far I get
insightful.
with them, you know. If there's anything I recommend is, I've only just got it, but I would recommend this book. That was a long whatever chat, but
I like it.
we're just like learning lots.
We are. We're reflecting so much. Like, it is, no, but I mean, it's really good.
Reflecting, girly. Especially when it's New Year's Eve. I feel
Exactly.
like, you either do this or get drunk. There's no between. You're either really in your feels or you're blacked out.
Yeah, exactly. To avoid the feels and numb the feels, right?
Or just happen. We don't know. Who knows? With Doctor Who, we just watched a 3-part with David Tennant and Donna.
Yeah.
And we watched the Christmas special. And we haven't watched Doctor Who in like a really long
Years.
time. And then what did you just say?
I genuinely was surprised, like pleasantly surprised, because obviously I love David Tennant, and I was worried that I was going to find the new Doctor. Is it Shooty?
Yeah, I think
thought
so.
I was going to find it. I thought I was going to find him just a bit like just not right. But after watching the Christmas special, I genuinely love it. Like, I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I genuinely, the only word I can find for it is just this, he's got this charisma.
Yeah.
This sort of passion.
You know, I think the only way you can surpass expectations is to be completely different, and he's so different from every previous Doctor.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really surprised. I'm really glad that you liked it, bro.
I really liked it.
Oh, I was going to say, as of today, we are starting a tradition, but it's the first time, so we don't know. So we were in Scribbler today, which is a card store in the UK. And then I thought it would be a cool idea if we didn't see it, but we went around the store and we said, look, let's pick a card for each other and write like a message and then give it to each other for New Year's Eve into the new year. And it's like a message to each other. But we don't know what's in the card or anything like that. And then we just showed each other what we got each other.
Yeah.
And now I feel like my one's not as... Her one's like really deep, the messaging behind it. And mine is just like...
But mine, I had to explain. Cause mine,
yeah. So these are the cards. Okay. So these are the cards we picked for each other. So I picked this one for Moon because I just think it's really colourful.
It is really colourful and bright and happy.
Yeah. It just makes me happy to look at. And then this is Moon's one.
It's a poem.
It's a poem. I don't have as deep of a reason why I chose mine. I just like the way it looks.
Okay.
Mine is, I just think it's cute and pretty. Like you.
Mine has a picture of a manatee with a bikini on, and then it has a little poem next to it. It's basically about this manatee. So taking it very literally on the card, it is about this manatee feeling insecure about her body and not feeling like the sea is ready for her, and the sea sort of responding by smiling and saying, oh, you betcha. That's a literal sort of way of taking it. But when I read it, saw it, and I interpreted it as more, not physical, but more internal, like sort of like feeling...
Whatever your insecurity is.
Exactly.
Whatever, so maybe this manatee's insecurities is more physical.
Yeah.
But like whoever you give this to, they have their own, they can apply it, basically.
Yeah.
So with whatever my insecurity is, you're basically, you can...
No, I like that actually. Absolutely. It's just feeling as though you are... for me, it's just, remember how we talked yesterday about the reassurance? This to me is like that reassurance. And I took the scenario of it being based on her physical features, and I was like, right, but I'm thinking of it in a way that's more internal as well, about like, am I enough for the people that I care about? And that sort of reassurance of being like, oh, you betcha, was sort of how I interpreted it.
That's really nice. I don't even think she needs to write a message in the car because you're right, because that's the thing one of the things I'm been writing about and stuff is my current thing of like, I am someone who struggles with like people see my ugly, my flawed, and accepting me for that. So I will I'll like try and make my way as shiny and likable as possible.
Yeah.
But it's because it's quite hard to be like, because I feel like if I show my flawed side, that won't be as likable or whatever.
Yeah.
But this is saying like, I see that and I embrace that. And not only is that not even a worry, but like,
you betcha. It's like that sort of, and what I liked about it is it's just that sort of like, it's like almost unconscious. It's like, you betcha, like of course, like
what me would be like, what I was like, it doesn't even come to my head.
Like it is fine. And I think that's the bit that I was like, oh, I like that. I really, really like that. I think you'd resonate a lot with that as well. But it did take me a lot to explain it in that way.
But you didn't need to, but I understand. Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's just all about
when I
acceptance
first said
and
it, I did see it
reassurance.
as a literal. But when you explained, I was like, wow, that's a nice car. Because then I felt bad.
so
I'm like,
nice.
you're
I
there.
love that one.
I mean, I'm going to write a nice message on the inside.
No, I am as well. But
I don't think you need it because
that.
that in itself is like what you explained. But that is really, really sweet. I didn't even see that in the card shop. I didn't even see that as an option.
There were a bunch of poem cards, but they were.
I completely skipped that. I didn't see that section. I went through the whole store. Okay, I'm gonna now write my message. Mine's gonna be deep on the inside. It's very happy on the outside, but on the inside it'll be super deep. So we're gonna write that, and I just thought I just wanted to share that that's a quite nice tradition. Maybe we might show if we're reading our reaction to it, but we won't show what's in it.
Okay,
or maybe we won't. Who knows?
Who knows?
Only time will tell. Well, you'll know now.
From the next clip.
Oh, it's okay. Just write it.
Oh God, I know. I noticed you were writing loads, and I was like,
I'm quite slow as well. So we have our cards. We are gonna exchange. And then we're gonna see, maybe, hopefully, this could be like a annual thing.
Okay, we're just gonna read them, is it? Oh my gosh, you've already started. You were so much more than I did.
But it's okay. I'm a wordsmith.
Okay. Oh wow. Oh, I should have brought up the 2024 stuff. I just literally was just like, ended up with literally just like, you're great.
There's no rules.
Oh,
there
this
are
is
no
so
rules.
lovely. I love it. That's so
Ooh,
cute.
tradition.
I love that.
Actually, I'm gonna put this on the bookshelf. I keep all my cards on the bookshelf. There's so many. And that's the end of 2023, baby. Woo! The mic wasn't on.
No.
I'm joking.
Oh, I was like, wait, you're not freaking out as much as I would be.